And auntie's land where they grow rice. As far as the eye can see is their land.
You wanna see the
Going to watch where I'm walking.
grain?
There are snakes here. There you can see the grains of rice
They've got husks.
with the husks on there, so they dry it out. Is that right? You dry it out and then you remove the husk. And
they go to the rice mill and to remove it.
the rice, it goes to the rice mill and they remove the husk, and then you've got yourself some rice. So there's heaps of it here, but Filipinos eat a lot of rice. I know my wife eats it 3 times a day mostly. There's caballo, a horse. I forgot to bring my saddle, otherwise I would have gone for a ride on that. I think I'll stick to the motorbike. But yeah, that's all rice. It's quite dry. Normally underwater, isn't it? It's normally really wet. So obviously
when they're planting it, but with harvest season it's dry.
when they harvest it, it's really dry. And so normally this is half underwater. A bit like Australia. There's a couple of rice fields in Australia. You don't see it very often though. Australia, they have problems with ducks eating the rice. Don't see a lot of ducks here. There you can see that's been cut. The tops have been cut off. That's all the tops there. Again, watching out for snakes. I don't want to step on a cobra.
There's no cobra. Go over there.
There's some guys working. I don't know what they're doing. They're standing around.
They're removing
doing nothing by the look of it. No,
the grains from the stalks.
No, they're removing grain from the stalk apparently. Be a tough job because it's pretty hot. It's probably about 30 degrees and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it okay? We'll keep walking?
Yeah. Gandang hapon po. Pinapakita ko po sa asawa ko kung paano nag-ano ng palay. Hindi po nila alam kung anong itsura ng bigas.
At
doon po pabayo na.
You can see the pile of the piles of rice that they've removed.
Do you want to go there?
It's up to you, Nooks.
Yeah.
Where are we going to walk?
Yeah, there.
Just through the field here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get a close up.
Go there?
Yeah, just watch where you're walking, Nooks.
Yeah.
You can see the levee banks that I'm standing on, so it's normally underwater when they're growing. Oh yeah, wow. You can see them harvesting it.
Ari po kaming manood.
They're not going to hear over them.
Ari po kaming manood. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. People get nervous when they see me because their English is not great. And my Tagalog's not great. You can see where the horse has been walking. I'm not damaging anything, am I?
No.
Okay. Wow. Hello, boss. Hey, boss. It's itchy if it gets on you. I see. So they got the fan to blow the... No, boss. They got the fan to blow the things away. Wow. That's the same pump I had on my pest control van. Wow. Exactly the same. Thing ran forever. Oh wow, so that's all the rice. So that's the rice with the husk on it.
Yep.
And then they're going to take it to the rice mill. How do they get it out of here?
Stack, and then they put it,
Carry it. Ah. Okay, so I'll put it in a sack, I'll carry it out, put it in the rice mill, take the husks off, and it all comes back as rice. Wow. And just don't walk too far back because you run into the fan. Well, it's huge. You can see the rice field just goes forever. Wow.
the husk.
The husk.
And
Oh wow, there's a
inside
grain
is
of
the
rice. Okay, well there's your rice.
and it's soft.
It's
So
soft.
you have to put it under the sun so it will harden
Okay.
up.
Yeah, all right.
So that's
Wow. Wow. Massive. The block of land's huge. This is not Murphy's. Or over that side. Wow. Man, you wouldn't want to walk into that fan, you'd lose a hand or an arm or something.
Do you want to go? Or you still want to
Yeah, okay. They've missed some. What's going on? So there it is. There's the rice. Good, and the rice is in there. You can see it on the... Oh, that's rice. So what about all the stuff that's on the ground? They don't worry about that.
Oh, they're going to have to take it out.
Yeah, but I mean all these ones, they're everywhere.
Oh, that's alright.
Okay. And then you take the husk off. And inside that husk is the grain of rice. That's why I don't do it. Imagine waiting for a cup of rice if I'm doing it. You'd be waiting a long time. But anyway, that's where your rice is in there. Well, that's awesome. So you can see the horses way over there taking out the sacks of rice. Yeah, way over there. Hopefully the camera will pick it up.
You can zoom it.
So they sack it up and carry it out off to the mill.
No, they're going to have to
Dry it first.
dry it first.
Dry it first. That's what you see it laying on the road on the top. They're drying it out.
It's going to be on your video anyway.
Yeah, which is on my other videos. You'll see the tarps on the ground with all the rice grains on there. And then off to the mill, turns into a big sack of rice. So very staple food here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I know my in-laws, every meal is rice. When they came to Australia, I cooked a roast pork, potatoes and corn and everything, and they still wanted rice with it. So I had to cook up some rice, which is no problem, but they have rice. These guys have rice with everything. The in-laws do. I know my wife loves rice. Yeah, it's such a staple food here, like most Asian countries. There's my horse friend again. Awesome. That's cool.
That's how you eat the harvest rice.
It sounds pretty simple. It's like a harvest the plant, dry it out and take it to the mill, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. Yeah, and a lot of manual stuff. So people using, you see the Kalubakis, which is the water buffalo, still working. A lot of manual labour. You know, Australia farming, there's a lot of it's a tractor now with machinery.
Plowing to the carabao.
Yeah, the Kalubakis they used to plough the fields, the water buffalo, so it's very manual work. I know it sounds like there's only like 3 steps and you got rice, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. You see a lot of 70-year-old guys here with 6-packs, and they've been working hard their whole life. They're ripped as and they're really healthy, so a bit of manual labour is good for you. Anyway, that's my excursion to the rice field. And beautiful surroundings. You can see all the coconut trees. Yeah, it's awesome. That's where the Kalubakis, the water buffalo, has its bath. They love laying in the mud. Often see them laying down in the rice fields. Yeah, cooling down probably. I'm not tempted. It does smell pretty bad. And you can see it's not clean, but the Kalubakis love it. Yeah, it's just every time you see them, they're covered in mud. Yeah, probably the way they cool down, I guess. They're a massive animal. It's my favourite animal here in the Philippines. They're just like tough and big and strong. Yeah, they're awesome. See a lot of them here. There's another one over here. Yeah, another one over there under the tree. So yeah, that's where the Kalubakis, you can see their footprints. That's where they've been laying down. Awesome.